Welcome to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Welcome back, should I say. Glad to have Mark Skousen on the program. He is really quite accomplished as an economist, as a writer, an economic thinker. He really helps people through money challenges. He's written some of the finest books out there on understanding the real world of economics. The left lives in this fantasy world where it's built entirely on intention, or at least it seems to be on intention, but has no understanding of results. And of the economic writers out there, Mark Skousen, more than virtually anyone I've read, gets this connection, gets the idea of, you know what, you can try to improve the quality of life for individuals all you want by raising minimum wage, but the reality is all you're doing is you're creating more barriers between those and between those and the jobs they need. This common sense like that, and he provides the information to make some of these ideas extremely simple to get, and I love that about what you do, Mark. Glad to have you on the program.
Thank you. Glad to be with you.
Real quickly, let's get your website.
My website is markskousen.com, so that's Skousen.
Yep, markskousen.com. And what do you have going on in the writings department? What kind of things do you have for our audience to be reading on the Biz TV network and on Business Talk 1110?
Well, I have a book on economics called Econopower, and in fact, I'm at Chapman University in California right now teaching a course called Econopower, how a new generation of economists is transforming the world. So I have that, and then I also have a book on finance called The Maxims of Wall Street, which is a collection of all the sayings on Wall Street, like sell in May and go away and don't come back till Labor Day, although with the markets dropping sharply, I feel that would apply. Maybe everybody should have gone on vacation in December and come back in February or something.
Yeah, absolutely. This gift that keeps on giving and taking away. I don't know what to say about it. What do you think about the economic outlook out there? You know, people talk about the silent decade that took place in Japan, began in the 1990s, and it almost coincided exactly with when the debt exceeded the gross domestic product. Well, we've been, in a similar situation since 2009. Are we entering our own silent decade, and will we be like Japan and become a silent generation?
No, not at all. I don't buy that comparison at all. Japan is very insulated. They have a very homogeneous society. The United States is a much more dynamic economy. We are much more globally oriented. We're much more entrepreneurial. And so I'm much more optimistic about the U.S. economy despite some of the setbacks that we're seeing. And we're not China. China's going through its own troubles right now, and I think this is a fairly temporary situation. One of the things I'm concerned about are the financial terrorists that are out there that are constantly warning with doomsday scenarios, like it's the end of the world, like we're going to collapse. And these people have been predicting this sort of thing for 5 or 6 years. And imagine, I go to conferences all the time, and I meet people all the time who have made bad decisions based on these doomsday predictions, and they've gotten out of they've sold their homes, they've gotten out of the stock market, and they bought gold and seen their portfolio drop 50% or more. It's a very risky kind of situation. So I think the financial terrorists out there are much more dangerous than than ISIS and the Islamic terrorists are that get all the headlines.
Mark Skousen's our guest. When we come back, we're going to go a little deeper. And, I'm totally with you on that. I don't think gold and precious metals was ever a sound investment outside of the realm of insurance. Should play a role of insurance and nothing else. And there's not enough history to prove that it should ever be more than that. One of the things that you're involved in that's helping people navigate through some of the pandemonium that's out there is Freedom Fest. And when we come back after the break, we're going to go in a little deep about this big event that takes place in Vegas each year. I'm Kevin Price talking to Mark Skousen, and you're watching The Price of Business.